Hey friends, Amanda here, Bare Bones Living. Welcome back to my kitchen. And today I am bringing you a recipe for my friend Jamie over at Jamie's Country Living. She is hosting a collaboration the whole month of March. It's an open collaboration so anyone can join. And it is #breads2023. And so the bread recipe that I'm going to be sharing today is my lazy bread. And by that I mean, or my lazy bread, aka no knead bread. So I'm not going to be kneading this dough. I'm going to be letting this dough work for me. I've had a very busy weekend. I'm about ready to go to bed, and I realize that we need bread for the week, and I don't have anything already made. So I'm gonna whip this up. It's gonna sit overnight, and I'm gonna come back in the morning, and when I'm ready to make it, it'll be ready for me. So it can't get much easier than that, right? So real quick before I get into this, like I said, open collaboration. Go check out Jamie over at Jamie's Country Living. Great channel. If you want to submit your own video for this, just tag Jamie at Jamie's Country Living and use the hashtag breads2023. She is going to be doing a live giveaway sometime in April, and in order to qualify for that giveaway, you need to be a subscriber to the channel that you're watching, comment on the video, and then also a subscriber to Jamie. So everyone needs to go subscribe to Jamie. She's awesome. You won't regret it. And check out all the other videos. I'm going to have a list of the collaborators that I know of, but like I said, it's an open collaboration, and if you tag Jamie, then she can add you to the entire playlist. But again, you got to be subscribed to all the people, watch all the videos. It'll increase your chances to win the prize. So for this recipe, I am going to use a half a teaspoon of yeast. I'm going to use, my spoon was damp apparently. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to use 3 1/4 cups of flour. I hope I have 3 1/4 in here. I think I do. And like I said, I love this recipe because this is actually one of our newest bread recipes in our house, and we actually loved it the first time that we made it. Mike likened it to like French bread. I think it's nice and soft, with a nice, I guess what you would call crumb on the outside. And so he really enjoyed it. Now I have a 1.5 cups of warm water. Mine is actually a little too hot, so I have to cool this down. Okay, so now I've cooled this down, this is just warm. You want it to be warm, but you don't want it to be too hot that it kills your yeast. And I'm just going to take my dough whisk here and I'm going to stir this, incorporate this all together. So you'll see that this is all incorporated. All the flour has been wet and it's just kind of, they call this shaggy. And so this is basically ready. It's somewhat formed, but not really. And that is totally okay. So then the last thing that I'm gonna do this evening is I'm going to spray the top of this dough with some oil so that it doesn't dry out. And then I'm going to cover this with a damp towel. And I'm going to leave this overnight. And this is again just so that it doesn't, the dough ball does not dry out. Now we've let this sit. You want to let this sit for 12 to 18 hours. And ours has been sitting for somewhere around 16 or 17 hours. And just look at how nice and airy it is. It's risen and looks wonderful. So I'm going to give myself a floured surface here. And get my dough out of the bowl and form it into a nice dough ball. And I'm just going to kind of like how you would on like a sourdough, kind of fold it over on itself. Until it holds shape. And there we go. And then I'm just going to take this same bowl back, put some parchment paper in it, and stick my dough ball right inside of it. I'm going to let this rise for 30 minutes while I preheat my oven to 450 degrees with my Dutch oven inside with the lid on. So my Dutch oven and my oven have been heating at 450 degrees with the lid on. And my dough has been resting for half an hour. I'm going to lift this off, pick up this paper, this parchment paper, and place the bread back inside, put the lid back on, and bake it for 30 minutes with the lid on. After that 30 minutes, I'm going to take the lid off for another 10 minutes. Be careful when you do that. Take off the lid because it is hot. I'm just going to drop that in there, put on my lid, and put it back in. And just like that, I have this beautiful golden, lightly golden, very squishy, delicious bread. It's got a nice crumb on it, a nice kind of thicker crust on the bottom, but it is so soft in the middle. I'm so excited to cut into this, but I have to let it cool completely before I can dive into it. It's very reminiscent to me, of baking sourdough. It's obviously not uniform or beautiful or anything. It's not, something you're gonna see in like a fancy magazine or anything, but it is so good. And literally my hands-on time with this is 10 minutes. I had to stir together the ingredients and I formed it into a ball. I put it in an oven and I took the lid off. All that total time pieced together was maybe 10 minutes of hands-on work. And I got a beautiful loaf of bread that I'm super excited about sharing with my family. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you give it a try, and definitely check out the rest of the breads in this hashtag Breads 2023 collaboration. Definitely leave comments on every video to increase your chances of winning the giveaway. And I hope you guys get lots of really awesome recipes, and I might even do some more because I love making bread. But thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.